Hello. In this video, we will be talking about the recent public notice that has been released by the Ministry of Education, Government of India regarding Global Korea Scholarship. So a lot of applicants were asking about the last date to apply and how to apply for embassy track. So here you are. Now you get all the information from Ministry of Education website. So all you have to do is that visit this page, that is education.gov.in/en/scholarships, and here you can see Global Korea Scholarship that has been released on 17th of February 2022. So just click here and then you will find this public notice that has been released, and here you can see the last date to apply is 9th of March 2022. Now I'll be explaining this PDF in the shortest way possible to make you guys ready for the scholarship. So as you can see, the Ministry of Education has invited all the Indian nationals for GKS scholarship, and the number of scholarships under embassy quota is 22 and the number of nominations is 44. So those who doesn't know the mean difference of number of nominations and scholarships, they can visit my previous video that I have been made on embassy track and university track, and I've compared both the track in detail. So number of nominations generally means that MHRD will be nominating these many candidates, and out of which 22 will be selected for final scholarship. Now the level of course you can see here is master's, doctoral and research programs. Now here are the guidelines, like the guidelines which has been creating a lot of confusion for people about proof of citizenship. So as you can see, you have to give birth certificate, then voter ID card, apostille or passport. So Aadhaar card is not accepted, but for applicant, I will remind you again and again, birth certificate is mandatory. Here the birth certificate, voter ID card, apostille or passport copy is accepted, but in later rounds you will be asked to submit only birth certificate. So it's better to be prepared about that. Now moving ahead, applicants who are expected to graduate must submit an official certificate of expected graduation. I have showed the format of that particular certificate in my previous video, so you can check that also. Now the CGPA, I have explained everything in detail about my recent video about CGPA and how to write. You can check that video as well. Now these things are simply copy pasted from the guidelines, so you can just give a read. And the main thing is like you can download the application guidelines and everything from this particular website, and I have already made a video explaining guidelines, so you can also check that. Now the main part, that is the fifth part, application. So right now only notice has came, but the application portal, that is Sakshat portal, it will start on 21st of February and it will be online till 9th of March. And you are required to send your documents to this particular address by 11th of March. So please note the dates. The portal, that is Sakshat portal, it will open on 21st of February and it will be active till 9th of March, where you have to apply online. And then apart from these things, you have to submit 4 copies, that is 1 original set and 3 photocopies of it, to this particular Ministry of Education address, which you can see here. And the last date to reach your documents to this address is 11th of March 2022. And once you have filled the application form on Sakshat portal, you will be getting your registration number, and you have to fill this particular registration number on the envelope that you will be sending to the Ministry of Education. So make sure to write the registration number on the envelope which you will be sending with all the documents. So this is an important thing, okay? Now documents required on Sakshat portal will be mark sheets of your class 10th and 12th, then the latest grade card and self-attested proof of citizenship. So maybe voter ID card or passport. So here you can see is that I have explained all these things in my previous video about embassy track versus university track, which you can check in detail, and I've explained the process, how it goes in embassy and everything works out. So please check that video to get an idea about how this criteria of nomination takes place and everything. So moving ahead, as you can see, there are some important notes which you can see. The person who are currently employed, they have to submit a NOC, that is no objection certificate, from their employer. So they have to get a certificate from somewhere, maybe their manager, or maybe the company will have some policy to give some no objection certificate. So you have to issue that and attach with that particular documents which you will be sending to Ministry of Education. And you don't have to copy paste anything, or you don't have to tamper any details in your application. If they find it out, they will simply reject your application. So make sure to abide these particular important notes and this guideline And yeah, be ready for the portal to open and apply. So till then you can prepare all the documents. I have already explained everything, what all documents. So all you have to do is that check out my previous videos. And once Sakshat portal opens up, I'll also make a video explaining that thing. So till then, subscribe. And if you have any questions, you can come to my Instagram. So thank you.